Hello, welcome to my channel. I've become a little passionate about a particular issue, and it started about a month ago. I was watching some skateboard videos. There's a rider named Andy Anderson, or skater, whatever you call him. He's really good, and he was trying for the Olympics. Of course, they canceled the Olympics because of COVID and so on and so forth. But one of the things he's really passionate about is wearing a helmet. And the skateboarding culture just is pretty much like anti-helmet, to the point of, like, he was on a team and they were picking on him. They were like peeing in his helmet and things like that, but he would not skate without a helmet. He'd go find some used helmet somewhere and skate or whatever. And he tells this story on this video, and it really got me to thinking of why we become such an anti-helmet culture, more specifically in skateboarding and BMX. Mountain biking, everybody just like beats you up if you don't wear a helmet. And then, like, in BMX and in skateboarding, if you wear a helmet, you're like considered a dork, or you're not cool, or something like that. So I've grew up in the BMX culture more than the skating culture, although the cultures are very closely tied. Like skateboarding and BMX, there's just kind of very similar mindset and culture to them. So we rode without helmets for years, and I would wear a helmet when I was racing BMX. It was also required to wear a helmet racing. I'd wear a helmet when I was riding skate parks or ramps or things like that, but I wouldn't wear a helmet much when I was out street riding or jumping or things like that, unless the jumps were like really big. We did have a place called Monkey Village for a while, and they were some pretty big jumps. It was when I was jumping big doubles and stuff at the time, and I wore my helmet during that time. And there was another place, I used to call it Old Highway 8, and then it became MGM, or people called it both things. I wore my helmet when I was there because those were bigger jumps also. So there were times I'd wear my helmet, but I wouldn't always wear my helmet. And when I was riding street, I was pretty much anti-helmet. But I'm going to change that. And I started to change it about a month ago. If you watch my channel, if you go back a year or so, you'll see a few clips or videos that I did where I'm not wearing a helmet. But moving forward, I will always have a helmet on, even when I'm doing the simplest thing, like just doing a bunny hop and stuff, because I don't understand the anti-helmet culture, and I think it's really important. I'm actually a software engineer, and if I fell and hurt my head or did some brain damage, I would literally end my career. And I'm older, and I don't have, there just isn't much for me to fall back on. I don't want to be disabled, all that stuff. So I really hope that we can change this, and I'll show you kind of Andy Anderson's idea. So let me show you the condition my current helmet is in, and then I got something else to show you that's pretty cool. So here we go. Here's my current helmet. My old F-Bomb sticker. I used to have a company called F-Bomb. And, from the outside, it looks pretty normal, but from the inside, it's pretty beat up. And I think a lot of the damage to this helmet is just mostly from having carried it and stored it. But most concern that I see with it is this right here. So I'm gonna say this helmet, I still wear it, and it'll protect my head somewhat, but it is definitely time to get a new helmet. You can even kind of see, I have crashed on it a few times, and you see that little warping right there and stuff. So yeah, it is in need of replacement. So in this box right here is a new helmet that Andy Anderson came out with. I think it's primarily for skateboarding, but I'm going to use it for BMX. And it's cool. And hopefully I got the right size. That's the key to this whole thing. Did I get the right size? Did my head measurement, everything. The name of his company is called Mind Control. I like how I'm covering up my address with my hand there rather than having to blur it out in the video later on. Okay, I'm going to open this box. Let's take a look at this mind control helmet. I really like it. I think it's cool. And then I'll talk a little bit about why Andy Anderson is creating this helmet. Okay, here is the box. You can get an idea what the helmet looks like here. But this is Andy Anderson's actual signature. He wanted to sign the first batch of his helmets, and that was actually one of the reasons why shipping took a little longer, because he wanted to personally sign it. So I actually have his signature on this box. That's pretty cool. This is the first release of his helmet, and so what's interesting is my head measurement comes right to 57. So it's right on the cusp. So I ordered this because it's almost nicer to have a helmet be a little tight than be super loose and wobbly. Let's open this box and take a look at the helmet. Okay, so here it is. Get it out of the plastic. This thing's pretty cool. There it is. All right. Cool. Let me take a closer look at this, get it fit for my head, and then let's see what it looks like. But yeah, it's pretty neat. All right, here you go. This is what it looks like. Pretty cool. It actually fits pretty nice. It was a little shake test. Riding my bike. Yeah, doesn't shake around too much, which I like. I'll probably still play around with the pads to see if putting pads in here or whatever will help tighten it up a little bit, but I do think I got the right size. Seems to feel okay on my ears and stuff like that. So this is going to be what I wear for riding BMX and stuff like that, and I've been playing around on my skateboard a little lately, so I'll wear it for that, and for some of my videos when I'm doing street urban stuff, things like that. I will not wear this helmet for mountain biking, and the reason being is it doesn't have enough cooling in it. When you're mountain biking and you're really working hard, you don't want your head to get hot. So don't wear helmets like dirt jump style, skater style helmets for mountain biking. Definitely wear a mountain bike helmet that has lots of ventilation. So what I do want to talk about, and this was kind of Andy Anderson's idea of creating this helmet and the little visor and kind of the shape and stuff like that, is his whole point is why aren't helmets more stylish, more interesting, something like that, where people will actually enjoy wearing a helmet. Like he made the joke that you should be fine with wearing your helmet to the grocery store because it looks so cool or whatever, right? Like, so kind of the thing about people being unique and wanting to wear things that they think are cool or whatever is that kind of challenge thing where some people might look at this helmet and its shape and think it's dumb looking, right? But other people will look at it and think it's super cool. I personally think it's super cool, but that's the kind of stuff you want out there. You want it so people have different opinions about it, because then you know you're challenging things. If all the helmets looked exactly the same, it's boring, it's not unique, you're not being creative, things like that. So he makes a really good point. He wanted to come out with this unique design. He's had a prototype for a long time, and so he finally came out with it, and people that like it can buy it, and hopefully this starts a trend of helmets being a little more unique, a little cooler, and not just the same old boring shape and stuff like that. I definitely see it like over on the ProTech side. I've seen a lot, you know, they kind of came back with that classic look and stuff like that. So hopefully that starts a trend, you know, wear a helmet, protect your brain. That's the way I'm moving forward now, and I hope everybody else does too. And these younger riders that think it's cool to just do like these huge, massive tricks. I see them doing it on BMX bikes on YouTube and stuff all the time. Just doing stuff that if they crash and hit their head, they'd be it'd be done for at least a very long time. And there's actually a few riders out there that have gotten head injuries and have had to recover, and it takes years for them to recover. Don't be that rider. Even if you're out doing street and stuff, protect your brain. Off my soapbox now. I'm gonna wear a helmet. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.
You good, babe?